Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, we are back with another episode, guys. Chapter 20 of Genesis. Making forward, we're getting close to the halfway point. Without further ado, let's get it. All right, so chapter 20. So it says, remember, recap, we're doing a little recap. So chapter 19, it was the big things about those was the destruction of Saddam because of how wicked and evil it was. And remember, before it was the Lord, two angels that came in the physical structure of a man. They were men. They were men. They came to Abraham, and they stopped there. They ate lunch with him. They ate a snack, and then they told pretty much Abraham what they're going to do. Abraham tried to convince them not to because of his nephew Lot was in there. He didn't want his nephew Lot to city to be destroyed and or himself too. So the Lord granted him that if at least five righteous people are in the city, I'll save the entire city. The two angels went to Saddam. They specifically went to Lot, and they told him, "Hey, you need to leave because we're going to destroy the city." So Lot, um, his wife, and his two daughters left. When they destroyed the city, his wife looked back, and she turned into salt. So now it's only Lot and his two daughters went into the cave because they ran away from the city because they told them, if you stay anywhere here, you're going to be destroyed with the city. There's nothing else we can do. It's too wicked. Even the men in Saddam, young and old, the entire city Saddam wanted to even capture and kill the angels. They're just extremely wicked, evil, sinful. They practice sin. That's how evil they are. So Lot and his two daughters were in the cave. His two daughters got him drunk and they had sex with him so they can bear a child because they're afraid. The younger and the oldest one. Crazy. All right, now we're chapter 20. So now we'll see what happens after that. And if I rush things, you can go back to the episode and watch it. Pretty good episode. Okay. So from there, Abraham journeyed toward the territory of the Negev. So the Negev is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's just like the desert, but I'll look it up real quick. Negev meaning, do a little quick research. Dry land, yeah, South Country. Okay, so dry land, the desert, the country, South Country. And dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and he sojourned in Gerar. So meaning as in he temporarily stayed. He wasn't staying there forever. He was just staying there for a little bit of time in Gerar, which is right here. Okay, you see, because he's staying in Mamre. So after that happened, from there Abraham journeyed to the Negev. He went down south to the drier land, to Gerar. Okay, and Abraham said of Sarah his wife. So he took his wife. He said, she is my sister. Oh yeah, sorry. And Abraham said of his wife. So whenever they got to the city of Gerar, Abraham said, she is my sister. And they're talking about his wife because his wife was very beautiful. Remember, when they went to Egypt, he had to say that because he was afraid that they were going to kill him if they knew that she was his husband, so they can take her for herself. So he said, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. He took her because of how beautiful she was. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, so he wanted to take her for herself because of how beautiful she was. So because of the fact that she knew that that was his brother, he's like, you know what? I don't have to kill him. I'm a powerful man. Why wouldn't he want me to take his sister as a husband because of how powerful and how rich I'm going to make them? But if they're afraid of, if the king knew that that was her husband, he just killed her and say, you know what, you have no other option. Come with me. So he took her. Okay. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, behold, you are a dead man. The Lord saying this, quote, behold, you are a dead man because of the woman whom you have taken, for she is a man's wife. Now Abimelech had not approached her. So he said, quote, Lord, wilt thou slay an innocent people? Did he not say to me, she is my sister? So he's saying, are you really going to kill an innocent man? Because the Lord is saying, you just took a man's wife. And he's talking about Abraham. He's like, you're going to kill an innocent man? He's like, because the Lord said you're a dead man. He's like, you're going to kill an innocent man, innocent people? Did Abraham not say that that's his sister? And she herself said that as well too. He is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and the innocence of my hands, I have done this. So he's saying, look, I had no idea that that was her husband. I'm truthfully, I from the bottom of my heart, I thought it was his sister, and I didn't know that that was her husband. And he says, "In the integrity of my heart and the innocence of my hands, I have done this." Then God said to him in the dream, quote, "Yes, I know that you have done this in the integrity of your heart, and it was I who kept you from sinning against me. Therefore, I did not let you touch her." So maybe that's kind of saying that, like, I stopped the thought of you even wanting to have sex with her or to take her that night. Because he's saying how innocent he is, how he hasn't even touched her, and he's saying, I stopped you from doing that, from even having the thought. It says, "Now then, restore the man's wife, give him back to Abram." Right, that's what he's saying. "For he is a prophet, Abraham the prophet, and he will pray for you, and you shall live." You know, and prophet meaning in the sense that he is a one who listens to God's word directly, right? And Abraham is doing a job for the Lord by spreading his word and doing his works. So he's a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you shall live. But if you do not restore her, know that you will surely die, you and all that is yours. So he's talking about his entire kingdom. He's saying you, your family, your kingdom, everybody dead. So Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants, everybody, okay, and told them all these things. And the men were very much afraid, because I'm sure he was too. He was probably woke up from like, holy shit, like, dude, this is insane. I just talked to the Lord himself. So Abimelech rose early in the morning, called all his servants because of how scared he was, and he told them, and all those people were afraid, because they're talking about God now, right? That can just end them in the heartbeat. Then Abimelech called Abraham. He brought him over here. He said, "Come to me," and said to him, "What have you done to us? And how have I sinned against you?" Because remember, the Lord told him he's a prophet, and that he will pray for you, and that he will bless you. Just the fact that Abraham can pray for you is going to be able to bless you. That's powerful in and of itself. Like, imagine, I'm saying to the person listening to this, the person that you're watching this, man or woman, young or old, I'm like, I'm going to pray for you, and you will be blessed. That's powerful, right? That's powerful. So it says, what have you done to us? He's saying, what, and how have I sinned against you, that you have brought on me and my kingdom a great sin? You have done to me things that ought not to be done. And Abimelech said to Abraham, "What were you thinking of that you did this?" And Abraham said, "I did it because I thought there is no fear of God at all in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife." Because he's, Abimelech is saying, before he said that to Abraham, he's like, "Why did you do this to me?" Because he didn't know at the time, but Abimelech is a man of God. He respects God. He understands that God is real, and he's the creator of all things. He's the truth, the life, the way. And so the fact that the Lord came to him, being a religious man, and telling him these things that hurt him so bad, and he says it. How have I sinned against you, that you brought on me and my kingdom a great sin? He's saying, you brought me and my entire kingdom a great sin. You hurt us because you lied. And Abraham said, I did it because I thought there was no fear of God at all in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife. Besides, she is indeed my sister and daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. And when God caused me to wander from my father's house, I said to her, this is the kindness you must do me. At every place in which we come, say of me, he is my brother. So he's saying, I don't know, when I'm coming into these cities, I don't know if they're people who are holy, people who follow God, respect God. I don't know. Remember, he went to Egypt and they don't follow God. So and when he went to Egypt, he had to, right? If not, he would have been dead. But obviously, it's, he's just saying, I go into these places not knowing because I don't know. Then Abimelech took sheep and oxen. Oh, hold on. So he's saying, and when God caused me to wander from my father's house, I said to her, this is the kindness you must do to me. At every place in which we come, say of me, he is my brother. So he's like, I told my wife this from the very beginning. He's telling Abimelech this. Look, don't take it too personal. I told this to my wife before every single city we go to. And you always have to do this. That's saying you're my brother. Then Abimelech took sheep and oxen and male and female slaves and gave them to Abraham and restored Sarah to his wife to him. And Abimelech said, quote, behold, my land is before you. I have given your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. It is your vindication in the eyes of all who are with you, and before everyone you are righted. So he's saying, look, I'm giving you these things, I'm giving you animals, I'm giving you slaves, I'm giving you money. I'm trying to do right to you because you are a prophet. Don't hurt me. Don't pray down on me. Pray for me. Bless me, like the God told him. Then Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, and also healed his wife and female slaves, so that they bore children. For the Lord had closed all the wombs in the house of Abimelech because of Sarah and his wife. So he's saying, so Abraham prayed, because remember, he took his wife, and not knowing what he did, and then the moment that happened, the Lord stopped his wife, all his slaves, all the people, all the women, that he closed up their wounds so they can't have kids. That was one of the punishments that he did. But because Abram prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, meaning as in he healed him for his sin, because Abimelech was very sinful and he was very regretful for what he did. He had no idea, and it hurt him, his heart and soul. So God healed Abimelech to not have that feeling anymore. And he also healed his wife and female slaves so that they bore children. For the Lord had closed all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abram's wife. So at the end of it all, he gave everything. He gave gifts to Abraham. He said, Abraham, my land is your land. Everything you want with it, from the wilderness, everything, whatever you'd like to do with it. And Abraham accepted it, prayed to him, and God heard that, and he healed Abimelech, his wife, and his house, and his servants. So that's pretty much it for the chapter. Pretty interesting. Come back for chapter 21 to see what happens next. Peace.